Welcome to another podcast of Natural Health Clinic. This is your friend Liz from Diakonos Ministry. Today I will be sharing an anti-anemic Trofo and Phytotherapy. And just before we begin, let's begin. So first of all, what is Trofotherapy? Well, it's basically the science of healing by applied nutrition. And Phytotherapy is basically herbal medicine. So we will be sharing a therapy for anemia based on these two. So first of all, let's start by talking a little bit about anemia and what it is. Well, this disease is characterized by the depletion of red blood cells, also known as oligocythemia, or of hemoglobin, also known as oligochromia. Generally, the causes of this disease are hemorrhage, malaria, pregnancy, malignant tumors, poisoning, parasites, and in these cases, the disease is more a symptom of the condition that has caused it. On the other hand, poor or inadequate diet, lacking in vitamins and foods that contain iron, can also cause anemia. Let's talk a little bit about the general symptoms when someone has anemia. Well, we can talk about pale skin, nervous disorders such as syncope, dizziness, headaches, ringing in the ears, and dyspnea and tachycardias, digestive disorders such as vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, amenorrhea in women, and impotence in men. Now let's talk a little bit about the therapy. And my suggestion for you is to have paper and pencil ready. This is going to be a therapy for 15 days, and we're going to give specific timings. So take note of this. 6:30 a.m. We will start with either grapes or apples, and the amount will be 300 to 500 grams of grapes or 3 to 4 apples. You won't be eating both, but just alternating between them. At 10 a.m., you will have a cup of juice of beetroot. At 11:30, you will have a cup of tea of sage. Then at 11:50, 2 brewer's yeast tablets. Then at noon comes lunch, and it will be 50% of raw salad. And you will utilize up to 3 of the following: lettuce, tomato, onion, cucumber, carrot, beetroot, chard, garlic, watercress, cabbage, sweet pepper, or parsley. And you can also add a little bit of olive oil and salt. The other 50% will be of 2 cooked elements of the following: integral rice, whole wheat spaghetti, mashed potatoes, or pumpkin puree, non-GMO soybean, lentils, cauliflower, squash, spinach, and such. And 15 minutes after lunch, we will prepare a cup of tea that will be digestive, and it will have rosemary, baldo, and chamomile. At 3 o'clock, we will have a cup of juice of cucumber. Then at 5, we will make a cup of tea of comfrey. Then at 6:30, we will have 2 brewer's yeast tablets and our supper. Now for our supper, we will have 3 or 4 of the following: whole wheat toast, papaya, apple, pear, banana, up to 2 of them, honey, oatmeal, whole wheat crackers, wheat germ, molasses, dried plum, and a cup of Melissa tea, or any other relaxing tea that we may have. And if you want to add any other fruit, it would be just 1 variety per meal. And just before you go to sleep, have another cup of relaxing tea, such as Melissa or any other that you have handy. Now, for each of the 15 days, we will apply hydrotherapy. We will be doing foot bath. And it's going to be alternated in 16 minutes. So you start by placing your feet 3 minutes in warm water, then 1 minute in cold water, and you'll do this 4 times. Now, an important thing is that women should not do this while they are in their menstrual cycle. As you noted, during these 15 days, we will not be using any type of meat, fish, fried food, coffee, chocolate, desserts, or liquid in our lunch. And something important to note is that even though this is very beneficial, we have to do a change in our life for good. Not just for 15 days. There has to be a change so we may keep our good health at all times. And for that, as I mentioned in our last podcast, and I will make sure to reinforce this always, we have 8 elements that God has left us for free. The first of them, fresh air. We also need good rest, good nutrition, pure water, exercise, temperance, trust in God, and sunlight. All of these in balance and used with wisdom will allow us to have good health and happiness. Thank you for joining us in today's podcast. We sure hope this was a blessing for each and every one of you. Feel free to share and do stay tuned for our next podcast. Bye for now.